mother's pride and joy, you know, but she will never let him go. His family wants to run his life, and the girlfriend wants to be the wife. And when he's proudly on the beat, women all shout, he's too young to be out. But they will eat their words, he knows, when he's Inspector Penrose. Rosie,
Rosie. I was going to have...
I'll do with you under my feet all morning.
Another cup of tea.
Good morning, Uncle Norman. I see you're out and about early again.
I'm wondering how long it's going to be before she makes me take my meals out here.
Ah, that's the trouble with being retired. The hours are so long.
They are round here. I don't know what else I can do with the garden except paint the damn thing.
Well, of course, you could always apply a little top dressing of fertilizer. And remember, your roots do appreciate quantities of humus. Is that really you behind all that stuff, Mother? Good morning.
Why are you shouting at your Uncle Norman in a voice calculated to keep me awake when you know what agonies of sleeplessness I suffer?
We weren't shouting, Millie. We were merely saying good morning.
Don't argue, Norman. He's given me this vile headache, and he knows I want to look my best this evening for the cheese and wine.
Oh, God. I hate the cheese and wine.
Oh, God, I'd forgotten the cheese and wine.
Thought so. I suppose you think you have better things to do in your great boots and your blue uniform.
I'll be there, Mother.
I should hope so. It's the least you can do for the church roof.
Your mother looks very striking in the morning.
Ah, but when you see her this evening, all made up, dressed to kill, she looked terrible.
Sit down here.
It may surprise you to learn that's just why I got hold of the chair.
Get your breakfast.
With that very thing in mind.
Here's your napkin.
Yes, I was just looking for me napkin.
Milk?
No, actually, I was looking for a weak solution of chlorophetamine.
There you are. Just covering the bottom exactly how you like it.
Auntie Ida, there is no need for you to wait on me hand and foot.
Oh, just a minute. Did I put any tea in it? Of course I did. Well, if I didn't, nobody else would around here.
You never listen, do you?
Some of us were born to serve, it seems.
Well, if we go into the cheese and wine tonight...
Well, of course we're going to the cheese and wine. Your Uncle Norman's looking forward to it.
Ah. Anyway, will you have a word with Mother and tell her it's not a fancy dress? She needn't wear so much makeup.
It's quite useless my saying anything to Millie. You know what she's like.
She's like Gloria Swanson, Sunset Boulevard.
My sister, I'm afraid, is one of those irritating people who never listen.
Have you got the car ready?
Yeah, I may as well have another coffee. Daddy's nowhere near ready yet.
Your father has 1,000 business worries on his mind, which keep him awake all night, and then he can't get up in the morning.
Don't move my thing.
What thing?
Every damn thing.
I'm sure they'd be happier at the factory if he stayed in bed.
Possibly. I'm sure I wouldn't, though.
Have you reminded him of the cheese and wine? Or shall I?
Gillian, if you speak to your father first thing in the morning, you do so entirely at your own risk.
Where is it?
Where's what?
It was on the hall table.
Have you looked underneath?
Why should I spend my morning crawling about on all bloody fours?
I want your promise you'll behave at the cheese and wine party tonight, Daddy.
What does she mean, behave at the cheese and wine party? You don't imagine that I'm going to leap about unfrocking the vicar on the strength of that Spanish weasel pea that they serve by the thimbleful, do you?
That's quite enough, Bill.
I just want you to behave if you meet the Penroses there.
Well,
Why should I meet the Penroses there?
Is she still going out with that boy policeman?
Drink your coffee and don't start shouting. I loathe your plum-coloured facial effects.
You know that I don't want to interfere.
Oh, yeah.
But I thought I made it quite clear that you are going to marry Hugo Williger.
He's fat.
That's just his wallet.
Gillian, darling, Hugo isn't fat. It's a kind of bon vivant rightness.
It looks fat.
He's a damn good man in a tight corner.
He couldn't get in a tight corner.
He's got a cool financial nerve.
Then why are his hands always clammy?
There would be many social advantages of being Mrs. Hugo Williger, not least of which would be the business you could steer towards your parents.
I'm going to marry Michael Penrose.
But he's so poor, dear.
Over my damn death duties.
He's sweet and kind.
Ah, there you are then. He's always going to be poor, isn't he?
If everyone married for love, darling, just think how lonely your poor father would have been.
Just make sure he behaves tonight, Millie. I know it's not easy, but you've had him a long time now. You should know how to keep him quiet.
The boy's mother's grotesque. Have you seen her? She looks like a tart out of the silent movie.
Well, face it, she's going to play a leading role in your daughter's wedding.
Hi.
Listen, Alice. Does your mother wear too much makeup?
She doesn't wear any. No, she cultivates the warm domestic look, you know. Makes me dad feel guilty, stops him running away with Shirley Bassey.
She will wear see-through blouses.
Come on.
On top of all sorts of antiquated garments, and what looks like a vest.
I want us at the station.
I didn't hear anything.
It's the hills, isn't it? Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't.
Well, that's a comforting thought if you're in need of assistance.
Oh, well, the moral is never get duffed up unless you're on high ground.
But can you go through life avoiding valleys?
Oh, you can try. No one in the Oggin today. There's usually some idiot bathing, no matter what the weather.
And swallowing it in great mouthfuls? Must be very nutritious. It's full of dead sailors and bits of fish.
Where we all came from, Rosie. There's a point in time when one of your ancestors came slithering up that beach.
Must have been my cousin Gerald. He's still not very good on his feet. My handcuffs are rubbing me sore. Do you think there might just be life on other planets? Or will they still be using the death penalty? Us at the station.
Inspector Dunwoody.
Oh, God.
No, the chief constable is gone.
So they say. But whenever there's a clap of thunder, I've always found that there's Dunwoody in there somewhere. Hey, pull up. The old dear's locked herself out. Don't get embarrassed. We all lock ourselves out occasionally.
I feel so stupid. Melody wants to go riders.
Have you got a bit of wire?
Hey, you're a real smoothie with the over 60.
Will you find some wire?
And leave your leg alone. It was no good at all to be seen in public adjusting your leg. Oh, no thanks. Yeah. Nice to see Inspector Dunwoody.
Wait here.
Well, he's a ray of sunshine. It's quite obvious somebody somewhere is running a charm school for sergeants.
I wonder what Dunwoody wants us for. What have we done lately that's reprehensible?
I think of something.
What is it about interviews with senior officers that has this uncomfortable effect on your bladder?
The thing is, not to be overawed.
That's true, he's only human.
I'm covered in dog hairs.
I wish my mother would dress up simply like that.
What, with a red bow in her hair and a name and address on her collar?
Yeah, that sounds like her idea of a cheese and wine outfit. You'd be surprised.
Getting warmer outside. Where's the sergeant?
He's in there with the inspector.
Dunwoody?
Yes.
He wants to see me.
Us too.
He doesn't scare me. I've not seen you two before.
Oh, we've not been here very long, have we?
I thought not. I'll never forget her face.
Hey, I spent all afternoon with him in the first week I was here, helping him with a road accident.
Well, don't embarrass him.
Enemies. You'll make enemies. Experts at knife work behind your back. But look at that sleeve.
It's just a sleeve.
It's empty.
You've got a wooden arm?
No, on the outside it's empty. I mean, where there's stripes. I know what you've been asking yourself. Why hasn't a man of P.C. Dudley's age and experience been made sergeant?
I haven't been asking myself why hasn't a man of P.C. Dudley's age and experience been made sergeant?
I've got 22 years.
Here, have you been asking yourself why hasn't a man of P.C. Dudley's age and experience
Don't
been made
overdo
sergeant?
it.
I'll tell you why I haven't been made sergeant. I've been held back. All right, helmets on. Come on through. The inspector's waiting. Stand up to them. Speak your mind. If they don't like it, but it's the only way. Coming, Sergeant. I'll just straighten them up a little. Get a move on, you lads.
So I'm going to stick you three together for a shifter's job. See how it goes. Cunning blend you. Age and inexperience, youth the keenest. And if it don't work out, I'll bring you back here and shout at you. And the few pleasures left in this job is the opportunity it gives one to be rude to policemen. Otherwise, it's all paperwork. No, I tell a lie. There is a policewoman who comes in here twice daily and spills tea all over the desk.
I'll have a word with her, sir.
Do that. If she could just vary it a bit. Maybe she could splash it about a bit more down on the other leg. Why is that young policeman making torrid movements with his hips? Stand still, Penrose.
Sir.
They come in here, stand in front of your desk, doing bumps and grinds. I shall watch your career with interest, Penrose. Now, the other one's face is jigging about. God, is this a double act? Get him out.
All right, you three. Dismiss.
Until further notice, their drain is in your hands, P.T. Dudley.
You can rely on me, sir.
Do you think it'll work, sir?
I think it'll make P.C. Dudley work. He's been vegetating in that quiet little backwater of his for far too long.
I don't know what he'll make of the responsibility.
I know what he'll make of it. Heavy weather. It'll all be done with the characteristic Dudley touch of maximum panic. But they need each other, Sergeant. The combination of the youthful rashness and Dudley's extreme caution should be mutually beneficial. Stand hard look on the general public, of course. You know, Sergeant, when you really think about it, there's always a bright side.
P.C. Dudley is not a happy man.
You're only saying that because he keeps swearing at us. Well, maybe it's not us. Maybe it's just a general depression. People of his generation tend to worry about the state of the world.
People of our generation tend to worry about the state of the world.
Yeah, but he's been worrying longer. His hair's falling out.
Fancy asking him if he'd got a wooden arm.
Well, he said his sleeve was empty.
Oh, look out. He's coming.
It's a trap. They've set me up.
Do you want to drive? You can drive if you'd rather drive.
I don't want to drive. I want some time for thinking.
I know what you mean. If you're not careful, days just go. Whoosh.
What's he on about? Whoosh.
I don't know what he's thinking. Sometimes a bit obscure. He reads poetry on night duty.
Only when I'm under a lamp. What I meant was, days tend to go by. We get too preoccupied with routine. We don't give ourselves enough time for thinking about things. And suddenly you realize there's another day gone. Whoosh.
Got it again.
Will you shut up about the poetry? I only do it very sparingly.
Foxtrot control to Foxtrot 20. Message, over.
Foxtrot 20, receiving, over.
Foxtrot 20, message begins. Stolen between 0945 hours and 10:55 hours today. Motor vehicle registration number Kilo Bravo Tango 241 November. Repeat. Kilo Bravo Tango 241 November.
They've set me up. Well, can't get at me on my own because I present this impeccable professional performance. So what do they do? Karate. They make me responsible for you two. I'm lumbered.
Oh, come off it, Harold. We're a keen young pair. We're not that bad.
They're setting me up. They're just waiting for you to drop me in it.
Yeah, well, why didn't you argue then? That's what you told us. Stand up to him, you said. You never said a word.
Timing.
Timing.
Well, it's instinct you get. You've got to know when to strike and when to box clever.
Oi! Oi! Do you remember that respectable lady we helped get into that car?
Nice car.
It wasn't hers. She looked like a bishop's wife.
Shall we tell him?
We're going to have to tell him. We're going to have to put in a report.
Look at it from another angle. It's undoubtedly a compliment that out of the entire force, when the pressure's on, they have to select me, P.C. Dudley, the old tiger, to knock some shape into the young cubs. Is it a hint? You might well ask. Is it a foretaste of things to come? Eh? It's not too late yet to get some stripes on these sleeves. Hey, hey, hey! Ah. Have I got a wooden arm? I like a sense of humour.
You're gonna need one.
48 before he made sergeant. And not too bright up here. 48!
The thing is, please...
No, the thing is, lad, I'm under test. They're trying me out for greater things now. I've got enemies that'll be wanting to see me fall flat on my uniformed prat. You know what we need, kiddies? Look, capital L-U-C-K. There are lucky policemen, and there are unlucky policemen. And if you two have got Lady Luck on your side, if you're going to be the kind of policeman who have this happy knack of always doing everything the right way, then we're laughing. You look like too bright, lucky, up and coming.
Just keep the Penrose one away from your father. Otherwise she'll back him into a corner and start fluttering her eyelashes at him.
Not to go on about it, Mother.
It makes him very nervous.
It does make him nervous when a female under 40 starts doing it.
That will do, Gillian.
That makes you nervous.
Easy then, isn't it, Penrose? The inspector would like a word.
Throw yourself upon his mercy. Now, the best thing you can do is to tell the truth and make it absolutely clear that there's no question of any shadow of doubt of any blame attaching to me.
You mean you were out there, in broad daylight, in full uniform, helping a car thief to open somebody else's door?
It was my fault, sir. PC Ellis remained in the car.
Only at first, sir. I mean, we both actually helped her get in the car.
You see? It is a double act.
She didn't look like a car thief, sir.
You don't have to wear a badge.
She was a well-mannered, charming, elderly lady in a fur coat, sir.
And so was Jack the Ripper. Oh, we know.
You look sad, but scrumptious.
I've had a bad day, Gillian, and I don't want to talk about it.
Who wants to talk?
And don't get too attached to me, Gillian. I am obviously under some kind of unfavourable planetary influence. I think Mars is in conjunction with Inspector Dunwoody.
Relax. Venus is favourable. I want you to look at me not just as the future Mrs. Penrose, but also someone you can practice your unarmed combat with.
You're just infatuated with me, Gillian. What kind of a person would I be if I took advantage of that?
Busy.
And I wish you wouldn't start talking about marriage again.
It's not again, it's merely a continuation of the previous time.
It's out of the question for us. Let's face it, Your parents think I'm useless. The inspector thinks I'm useless. Maybe I am useless. I deliberately left a pause there, Gillian, so you could argue the point.
Let's go and find a pub and cheer you up before the cheese and wine.
Now, wait a minute. I want to see what my mother comes out dressed like before I finally commit myself to a decision on anything, such as suicide. There's Uncle Norman going for the car. Watch the reversing. Backing out of the garage is the only times ever in the car alone, without my mother and Auntie Ida nagging at him. Watch him. I think it's the silence. He goes to pieces. Here's Auntie Ida. Watch her give Uncle Norm his final inspection. Now then, where's Mother? Gloria Swanson. Oh, God, look at her. Well, let's go for that drink.
Keep your Anglican voice down. I'm making sure that the well starts to run dry. And then somebody will have to volunteer to go out and get some more, won't they? And guess who that's gonna be? And I can swan off to the pub and get a proper drink and keep away from that damned woman for an hour.
You're being childish. Well, I've heard of room temperature, but that's ridiculous.
Mr. Chislehurst, it's most kind of you to volunteer.
Vicar, if I can help somebody.
Quite. Do you think you'd take our wine expert?
Oh, I can find my way around a few bottles, Vicar.
I'm sure you can. I was just wondering whether you'd care to take her with you.
Well, now, we can't have the little woman in a panic wondering what I'm going to buy, can we? Wheel her in, Vicar.
A little outing. Just the two of us. Ah, well. I expect my reputation is secure enough for that. Ready when you are, Mr. Chislehurst.
He may seem like a boy to you, but he's proud to be a boy in blue. People think he's rather dim and try to make a fool of him. But one day he will change their minds, make them believe that he's not so naive, and they'll be proud to be the friend